guys, so I'm doing a sweet red bean Korean pancake for you guys today. The pancake is kind of soft in the middle and then crunchy on the outside. Usually they'll fill it up with brown sugar, but I thought that it would be a lot more fun with red bean. You guys can also play around with savory recipes like filling this pancake dough up with japchae or, Nutella, whatever you really want. So it's a really fun recipe, so I can't wait to show you guys. So let's head over to the kitchen and then let's get started. Okay guys, so let's start off with the dough first. So I have about a half a cup of instant active dry yeast, and then to that I have about a little over a half a cup of lukewarm water, just about a tablespoon of sugar, and I'm just gonna whisk all of that together and then set it aside for 5 to 6 minutes up until it bubbles like this, just so that I know that it's active and that I get the yeast going. So this is a mixture of all-purpose flour, about a half a cup, quarter cup of sweet rice flour, and then about an eighth of a teaspoon of salt, and I've just mixed that all together, and then just with a paddle or a spatula, just kind of bring all of that dough together and then use your hands to form it into a ball. You're not really looking for it to knead too much, just kind of turn it into a ball, stick it back into the pan, and then put a cover on it and then put it into a warm place for, I would say, like about an hour or so, up until it kind of doubles in size. So meanwhile, you want to get started on your filling. So this is a sweet red bean paste, and it's just basically made with red azuki beans, some sugar, and then boiling it down with some water. You can buy it at the store, you can kind of make it yourself that way. I personally find the red bean paste a tad sweet, so I'm going to add about a tablespoon of coconut cream to a little less than a half a cup of sweet red bean paste. But word of warning is that this kind of does dilute the mixture a little bit. It turns a lot softer, so make sure to stick it in the freezer for a good 2 hours until it gets nice and stiff before you guys work with it. So meanwhile, this is the dough. You can see that it's kind of grown twice in size, and then you're just kind of knead it a little bit just to turn it into a ball so that you can divide it up into 4 equal pieces, and those will each be kind of its own individual pancake. So you're not really looking for perfect circles. I'm just kind of generally roll it out, and then using a rolling pin, probably some more flour because it's sticking to my rolling pin. You want to roll it to about, I would say like about 4 inches in diameter or so for each one, and once you have it ready to go, you want to find that 2 tablespoon kind of scooper, and then you want to fill each one with about 2 tablespoons of the filling. Now, again, word to the warning is I let this sit out a little bit too long so it got soft again. It is going to help you immensely if the filling is just a lot harder. So I'm basically just trying to seal the pancake, and this part is very important because later on how you're going to get it to a flat pancake is you're going to flatten it down with a spatula. So if you don't seal it well, some of the filling is definitely going to escape. So just kind of seal it to a half moon first, and then kind of pinch it together at the ends to turn this guy into a ball. So then afterwards, I definitely recommend sticking them back into the freezer for about an hour or so, because again, because of the filling, having these guys fairly hard is going to benefit you a lot. So I have 2 tablespoons of coconut oil on the stove right now on a pan, about medium heat. You just want to kind of cook them each side for about like 2-3 minutes or so, up until they get nice and golden brown like that. And for me, you can see that some of the filling actually did start to escape outside, so just kind of be on the lookout for that. So after kind of 2 to 3 minutes each side, and you get it like that, basically once the dough is all set, your pancakes are going to be all done, and the middle is going to be nice and gooey because it's going to be warmed up again. So this is how they look at the end, and I'm just going to take a bite out for you as usual, and you can see how nice the inside is. I like this pancake because it's different. Like the outside kind of dough is crunchy on the outside, but then because of the little bit of rice flour, it's kind of much softer on the inside, and it kind of gives like a different texture that way. So it's a really nice one, and the filling is also not too sweet because we diluted it with a little bit of that coconut cream. Anyways guys, as usual, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you like this video and you want to see more like it, remember to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye!